Welcome to Technically Speaking. This is the podcast of all things going on at Capital Area Technical Center here in Augusta, Maine. And my guest today, I'm going to let him introduce himself.
I'm Wyatt French, and I am a senior, and I'm part of the auto body program at CATSI.
Excellent. This is your second year in
Yep.
auto body.
Yep.
And what's your high school?
I go to Erskine Academy.
Oh, excellent. So, see, not much time left being a senior.
Nope,
None.
not at all. Almost there.
Yes, June, you're going to be, what date's graduation? I'm not sure.
June 10th.
June 10th for Erskine. Wow,
Yep.
right around the, wow, that's going to go fast.
We're getting excited.
So being in the auto body program for the second year, I know you have a good handle on what goes on in there. What would you tell a student a typical day is like in there?
We usually in the mornings we'll go over in our books, we cover many different topics, but it's usually a broad variety of different things that we go over in class, and we'll study one topic for a week or two, and it might even go on for a month, and we'll go over that specific part in class. And usually we go over everything from rust to how to finish rust, how to clean it, how to prep your surface for paint, and how to paint it. So all the way from the start to the finish.
Excellent. I've seen some of the projects that go on in there.
It's crazy. Do a lot of different stuff.
So you spend about how long in the classroom learning the material?
It depends on the day. Sometimes we'll be in there for 15 minutes just talking, and sometimes we'll be in there in the book for an hour or so, hour and a half, but pretty much every day we're out in the shop for at least a good half hour.
So then you go right out to the shop and work.
Yeah, and it'll kind of help us because we get to learn it in the classroom and then put the hands on and apply it in the shop, and it really gives me a better understanding when we do it both ways too.
Oh, for sure. To have the background and then go out and practice.
Yeah.
That's like the best of both worlds.
For sure.
What do you think in your 2 years has been your greatest accomplishment in that program?
I feel like I've been able to learn, and Mr. Roy, being our teacher, he's taught me so much about the program, and I just recently finished a file cabinet, and black is a really hard color because black shows everything that you make a mistake on. So that file cabinet, we painted that a high gloss black. So it's a very tall object, and it's got flat sides. So to get it perfectly flat is quite a challenge. And me and a buddy in class worked on that, and we ended up getting it so it just looked like glass at the end. And it was really neat to see it start to finish.
Oh, very cool. I'll have to go in and see it. My favorite, when you say it looked like glass, I mean, probably just, I love feeling the stuff when you first get it done. Oh, it just feels like glass.
You run your hands over it, and your hand never catches, and it's just so smooth. It's neat.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah,
I've just seen some of the things where it started, and then at the end where you can just.
Yeah. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, and I didn't realize that black, but that makes sense what you say.
Yeah,
why it's hard.
In auto body, white is one of those colors. You wouldn't think that white would be a cover-up color, but for a project that you might not want it perfect, if you paint it white, a lot of times you won't see an imperfection in it. And white just doesn't appear as dirty a lot of times. But when you do it black, man, it shows everything because it's like a perfect mirror.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Good to know. What do you do when you're not here in school?
This year over the winter, I worked for a company that builds blower units, and I weld for 4 hours a day after school every day, and I go build this blower for a company, and we manufacture these blowers. So I'll weld for 4 hours and then go home and work on my truck.
Wow, well that's great. I mean, welding is just a great skill to have.
It really is. I love welding and mechanic work and auto body, every part of all of it, it's well diverse.
That's awesome. So what are your plans after graduation?
I am hoping to go on and learn more about diesel mechanics and heavy diesel, and hopefully that, along with welding, will get me into a place where I can work on most heavy equipment and all aspects of it, and I applied to EMCC, but I'm not sure if that'll work out. But I have looked into a program in Ohio and also Arizona, where Caterpillar, the big equipment company, has a training, and it's a 2-year school. So you go to school and you learn what Caterpillar wants you to know, and you also work in a shop at a Caterpillar dealership. So you'll learn all aspects of it. It's a similar program to here, and I've really enjoyed this. So I'm hoping that maybe I'll get in there and get to do some book learning and some hands-on learning.
Oh, that's awesome. I mean, all your skills, Wyatt, are going to just be well sought after, and it seems like you have a lot of interests, and I think you're going to have a lot of opportunities. So I can't wait to hear where you end up.
For sure.
That's great. Well, congratulations, and I'm so glad you were chosen as our final professional of the month this year for all the great work you've done in the past 2 years. It's been great having you here as a student. Mr. Roy has certainly enjoyed you. Recently, he nominated you for the National Technical Honor Society, and you were inducted, so you've just been a great student to have here, and we're proud of all you've accomplished and all that is before you. So thanks for taking a few minutes to talk to me about your experience, and thank you for watching this episode of Technically Speaking, and I hope that if you like this episode, you'll subscribe to our channel so you'll never miss anything going on at our school.